is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and welcome to January 3rd. So this is January 3rd sketch for paper issues made by Miss Cassie. So I am running a little low on photos. So I definitely didn't have enough photos to do a 4-grid layout. So I had to go dig into my baby photos, which is totally fine. And I found these 4 photos of me and my dad. And the story is not so much about me and my dad as much as the little dress that I have on. So this little dress says Daddy's little girl. And I held on to this dress for a really long time after I was not wearing it. And I remember putting it on my Cabbage Patch dolls. Like, there's a good chance that this may be hidden in my, stuff somewhere. Like, I may still have this dress, which would be pretty cool, actually. So it was fun that I was in the dress and I had a picture of me and my dad was holding me in the dress. So that is going to be the story I'm going to tell, or the 2-liner that I'm going to document, because there's not a lot of journaling. So not all of my pictures are the same size, which is kind of a bummer. One orientation is a little bit different, but it's actually going to work out because then I have room for my title because my photos are bigger. They're not 4x6 because that's not the size pictures that were taken in 1981, but I want to say maybe oh, I have my T-square ruler right here. Oh gosh, well, let me just beat the phone with it. So they are about 3.5 by, they're 3.5 by 5, give or take a little bit. So I am using some of my How to Kill a Kit with Style for this month. This is the open book section of my kit. My kit is 3 collections. I haven't actually intermixed them yet, but they do have potential, so it might happen, especially as I start getting down to kind of the nitty-gritty. Now, when I was flipping the photos over to mat them, I noticed that my mom had written that I was 1 month old in these pictures. So that is good. So what I did prior is I took 2 pieces of paper from the open book paper pad and I made that big center block. Then I took some distress ink, I think in Twig, and went around the edges because I felt like even though we had scallops below chevrons, I felt like they were kind of like going into each other. So that little bit of inking totally helps. So I'm going to mat all of my photos on this pink background paper that was just a scrap, and so it was hanging out in the paper pad. So each one gets a very thin mat, and I'm only going to do 1 mat. Now I'm going to try and figure out the layout that I want. So initially I am thinking that I want the horizontal photo to be on the right side, but in the end, I am going to do it on the left so that my title can go on the top of that. And then I'm going to line these up. And at first I thought I was going to make it kind of a wonky grid, which is wonky anyway because of the size of the photos. But I did want these 2 photos on the side to line up with each other. So the left-hand side is centered and this side is equal. So I have a couple of frames left in this kit, and I am going to use the two glittery ones. And I'm going to do them alternating for the top and bottom, and I'm also going to make them a little askew. So now I'm just going to create some clusters in the sketch. It looks like there's two, but I give every photo its own little embellishment cluster. So I'm going to start with a tag on the right hand side, as well as a little piece of ephemera and a little circle die cut, and then this little scallopy wood piece. And then I'm going to add another tag to that frame to kind of tone down that blue glitter that we got going on there. And then I add that cute little bunny, and he totally works. I mean, why not? And then I'm going to create a floral embellishment cluster with this pink frame, as well as a banner. The black and white polka dot was a little too much, and this floral is absolutely perfect considering I am doing a floral cluster up here. I'm going to trade out a couple of the florals and add even a little gold vellum one as well. And then by the one of me and my dad, I have like a roll of film, which is kind of fun. And then I'm going to bring in some gold. I do add that label. That's where my journaling is going to go. So now I have this big thing of gold. I have some gold on that happy, but I do feel like I need to add a little bit more gold. So I have this little frame here, and that is going to kind of balance that gold out. And then here's where I do that little gold floral. So I put a leaf behind the bunny, and then on the sticker sheet I only have a banner and a bunny left, but I am looking at trying to figure out the title. So I can make most of the title from those tiny word stickers, which is super exciting. And you can see there that it is all done. So I got daddies from that, and then little from another sticker sheet that is all gold, and then I did some pink tile stickers for the rest. And then I had these freckled fun enamel dots sitting on my desk, and the colors went perfect. So I do quite a few of them. They would normally be sequins, but I saw these here and I was like, you know what, I'm going to use these. I don't use enamel dots as much as I should, because I do have a huge love of sequins, and enamel dots just aren't as sparkly. But this one has enough sparkle, so enamel dots it is. So I do have a couple of close-ups. If you have any questions, leave them down below. Make sure you head over to the Facebook group for paper issues and play along with the sketch. If you do some shopping, you can still use my code Crystal to save 20%. So remember to wear your crown, and we'll see you tomorrow. Bye.